Have you ever wondered how much money you throw away every month? The average family spends almost €100 each month on products they never use. I used to be that kind of shopper, feeling frustrated every time I threw away expired food, until I discovered these 7 minimalist tricks that changed the way I shop for groceries. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I cut my grocery spending from €400 down to just 300 with real before and after receipts. Can you imagine what you would do with that extra money? If you're tired of wasting money and food, stick around until the end to see the complete transformation. Have you ever wondered why you leave the supermarket with twice as much as you plan to buy? You're not alone, and there's a reason for it. Look, I used to be a disaster when it came to grocery shopping. Looking back at my old receipts, I realized I was spending around €400 a month to feed 2 people. Crazy! And the worst part is, I always ended up throwing food away at the end of the month. But one day I started researching and discovered something surprising. Supermarkets are scientifically designed to make you spend more money. It's pure planning, because they know better than you how your brain works when you're shopping. Everything in the supermarket is part of a perfectly orchestrated system. Starting with the location of the products, basics like milk, eggs, and bread are always at the back. Why? So you walk through the entire store and in the meantime see thousands of products you didn't even know existed. It's like they're taking you by the hand through a maze of temptations. And as you walk through that maze, they surround you with relaxing music that makes you slow down. It's not for ambience, but because studies show that it increases sales by up to 38%. You walk slower, look at more products, and put more things in your cart. Speaking of carts, have you noticed that they are getting bigger and bigger? They've grown 40% in the last 15 years, because a half-empty cart makes you feel like you're buying less, even if you have everything you need. Let me tell you a personal experience that opened my eyes. Once I saw a yogurt offer that seemed incredible, 6 for the price of 4. I bought them excitedly thinking about the savings. But when I got home, I discovered that they expired in 2 days. It was impossible to eat them all, and I ended up throwing half of them away. What seemed like a bargain turned into wasted money. This is just one example of how 3 for 2 offers can be perfect traps. And if you add to this the strategic placement of impulse products near the checkout, while you wait more to pay, you will understand why you end up buying chocolates or magazines that you didn't even need. One fact that shocked me. Shoppers without a list spend approximately 30% more than those who plan their purchase. Imagine you're giving away a third of your money just for not getting organized before you walk in. The good news is that knowing these psychological tricks gives you the power to defend yourself. It's like having a protective shield against marketing strategies. After discovering all these mechanisms, I developed my own methods to counteract them. The result was amazing. I managed to reduce my monthly food spending from €400 to 300 without sacrificing quality or quantity. Now, I buy exactly what I need, not what the supermarket wants me to buy. And the best part is that I don't throw away food at the end of the month anymore. In the next section, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it, step by step, so you too can save that extra money every month. I assure you that with these tricks, you will be able to shop like an expert, and the supermarket will no longer be able to manipulate you so easily. If you are liking the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more videos. Let's continue. These tricks I developed work because they directly attack the strategies supermarkets use. The most effective and simplest of all is based on a scientific study that showed how a simple change in the time you go shopping can reduce your expenses by 40%. Curious to know what it is? Let's discover together these 7 tricks, your perfect toolbox to tame the supermarket and save those €100 I promised you. The first trick is what I call the SMART list. It's not just about writing down loose products like tomatoes or pasta. The revolutionary thing is to plan complete meals. Think about dishes: pasta with vegetables for Tuesday, potato omelette for Thursday. You'll know exactly what you need and how much. My weekly meal plan not only saved money, but also simplified my entire cooking routine. You'll be surprised to see how this simple change drastically reduces impulse purchases. The second trick has an impressive scientific basis. Eat before going to the supermarket. According to one study, when we go hungry, we buy up to 40% more food, especially processed and high-calorie foods. I went one day hungry and another after eating. The difference on my receipt was almost 30 euros in a single purchase. The feeling of hunger clouds our judgment and makes us vulnerable to visual temptations. This immediate saving encouraged me to try the next trick. The third trick is to follow a strategic order. Always start with the fruits and vegetables section. There is a powerful psychological reason. When you fill your cart with fresh, colorful foods first, you reduce the likelihood of adding many processed products afterward. Your brain already perceives abundance with healthy things. Seeing my cart full of color, my decisions in the rest of the purchase automatically improve. The fourth trick is the single stock rule. It consists of not having duplicate products at home. Only when you finish something, you write it down on the list to replace it. I used to have 3 open packages of pasta at the same time, generating clutter and waste. Now my pantry is tidy and visible. This control naturally led me to identify another problem in my purchases. The fifth trick: identify and avoid your forbidden zones. We all have aisles that awaken our impulses. For me, it was the snacks and sweets. The solution is not to try to resist the temptation, but to avoid those aisles altogether. If you need something specific from those areas, go straight without looking at other options. By charting a fixed route in the supermarket, I reduced my impulse purchases by another 20%. The sixth trick is to develop immunity to offers. Promotions are designed to make you feel like you're missing out if you don't buy. My rule: if it wasn't on your original list, it's not an offer for you. Ask yourself, would I buy this at the regular price? Do I really need it? If the answer is no, then it's not a saving, it's an unnecessary expense. The seventh trick is the 7-day rule. When in doubt about buying something unplanned, leave it and wait a week. In my experience, 90% of the time you will completely forget about it, proving that you didn't need it. This technique works especially well with non-perishable products. I keep a little reminder on my cell phone, and I hardly ever go back for those must-have items. These 7 tricks together transformed my shopping experience and helped me save those 100 euros a month that I mentioned at the beginning. They are simple but incredibly effective when you apply them consistently. My real-life experiment: results in numbers and organization. The theory sounds good, but numbers don't lie. What if I told you these 7 tricks transformed the way I shop and had a real impact on my health and finances? I decided to put them to the test for 30 days and document the whole process, from every receipt to pictures of my fridge. What I discovered exceeded my expectations. For a whole month, I committed to strictly following each trick without exception. The first few days were tough. I clearly remember walking past the bakery section and seeing some cookies on sale. My stomach grumbled. My hands almost reached for the package while I thought, just this once. I took a deep breath, remembered my list, and kept walking. I felt a mix of frustration and pride at that moment. These challenges were frequent the first week, but with each small victory, my determination grew. Before my experiment, my fridge was a real mess. It was full, but paradoxically, I could never find ingredients that went together for a complete meal. I had 6 different types of sauces but 0 fresh vegetables. Expired food was hiding in the back like dirty little secrets I preferred to ignore. The change that made all the difference was implementing a food rotation system. I reorganized my entire fridge so that the oldest products were always at the front. This simple principle completely eliminated waste. My fridge, although now containing fewer products, allowed me to prepare more complete meals because each item had a specific purpose within my weekly plan. The results were amazing. My time at the supermarket was reduced from 2 hours a week to just 45 minutes. I dedicated those 5 hours freed up each month to activities that I truly enjoy. It may not seem like much, but when you live with a tight schedule, getting that time back is invaluable. The most unexpected benefit was losing 6 pounds without even trying. I didn't follow any specific diet or set out to lose weight. Simply by eliminating impulse purchases of processed foods and focusing on fresh produce for planned meals, my diet naturally improved. This result reinforces something I already suspected. Our shopping habits directly determine our eating habits. Comparing my shopping receipts from the previous month with those from the experiment, the difference was obvious. My weekly food spending was considerably reduced, and more importantly, I no longer found unpleasant surprises at the bottom of the drawers. One testimonial I read during my research mentioned minimalism techniques in shopping, going as far as shopping only once a month. Although I personally prefer to shop weekly to keep produce fresh, the principle is the same. Buy less, but better. My fridge now looks spacious, organized, and with food that I actually eat. Every item has a purpose. Nothing gets forgotten. I took pictures of my fridge before and after, kept all the receipts, and even kept a little journal of my feelings. This transformation confirms that our shopping habits directly determine our diet, our budget, and ultimately, our quality of life. If you are enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more videos. Let's continue. And there you have it, 7 tricks to transform your relationship with food and shopping. This change in habits not only saves money but also gives you peace of mind, reduces waste, and improves your health. Which of these tricks will you start with? Will it be the SMART list or the 7-day rule? Tell me in the comments which technique you'll implement first and share your own results. Less is more. By simplifying your shopping, you not only save money but also gain peace of mind and satisfaction in your daily life. Imagine opening your organized refrigerator without stress from shopping. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips to help you live better with less. See you soon!